Good morning to all traders and welcome to this Thursday's Market Insights video take. I'm going to talk about FX minus Euro Yen and also the dollar Mexican peso. We have had some weakening of the euro yesterday on the back of some poor economic data. Yen also overnight started strengthening because there is news around coronavirus. Now China is using a different methodology to count coronavirus cases, and that actually seemed to have provided a surge of an additional 50,000 infected persons now. Yen is strengthening, the euro is weakening, and we have the Mexican interest rate decision tonight, so it's going to be a very interesting one for the dollar Mexican peso as well. Mexican peso, it has been strengthening on the back of risk on appetite, I would say, in the emerging markets, and I see more downside on both pairs. I want to start though with the euro yen first because it makes a better opportunity, I would say, if we consider, of course, that the current structure is indeed correct or is going to play out, if you may. Whereas in the dollar Mexican peso situation, there is some upside potential quite soon, but only for a correction. We're going to see that in a minute. Now, on the euro yen, I want to start with the 8-hour chart just to give you a little bit of a perspective in the longer term. I see this as, I see this as a complex correction, to be honest, right? We could end up becoming, it could end up becoming a flat over here, and then we move all the way up. So the potential of this going down to the previous low is quite high. Now, in the intermediate term, we're looking at this as a WXNY. Okay, so we've had ABC, ABC, and then WX, and we are currently completing the wave Y. Within these, we've had a 1, 2, 3, and 4 completed. Wave 4 was completed last week with this ABC pattern, okay? And from here, we started moving to the downside, following, of course, this nice signal on the MACD. Now, I'll take you down to the 1 hour so that we'll have a better idea of what I'm expecting at least to see in the short term, right? I see this, first of all, as a move to the downside. We've had the first move down, right, over here, and this is a correction. Now, this correction ended at the 121.17, and we are unrolling down again with an impulsive manner, which seems to suggest this is going to be wave 3, right? So we've had waves 1 done and waves 2 done. We're going to 3, 4, and 5. This will be, of course, wave 3. Then we're going to see 4 and 5 again, okay? So if you see, I have taken the liberty here to draw some nice targets over here, using, of course, the Fibonacci. So I'll go down on the 4-hour chart a little bit just to give you a better perspective here of what I'm expecting. If we measure, of course, the longer term cycle shows that Fibonacci 78.6 is at 115.16, 11, and the 88.6 Fibonacci is at 112.27. So we can go actually anywhere between these levels, right? So I'm expecting wave 3, by the way, if we draw this last move to the downside, right, up to this correction level, I'm expecting that to go to around the 61.8 Fibonacci, which is where wave 3, I'm expected wave 3 to finish. And then we're going to have a correction that is probably going to be a little bit longer than wave 2 because wave 2 is sharp. And then we're going to get wave 5. Wave 5 could go anywhere between 116 and down to anywhere between 109, to be honest, as well. Okay, but I believe that the moment we get a false break below this fresh low 3, then we should get some nice signals here on the MACD that are going to send prices higher. Now, on dollar Mexican peso, it is also a very interesting one. We looked at it quite a while ago. We'll give you the longer term perspective as well. I see this as a WXNY, so it means I'm expecting this in the longer term to end anywhere below the 1745. We've had A, B, and C done. That completed wave X. And now 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm expecting wave 5, minor 5, to go down to around 1830, okay, or so. This is going to end wave A. I would then expect a wave B for a correction, which potentially could go in this intersection here. And then another move to the downside to complete wave C, and that will be, of course, the wave W in the primary degree as well, potentially below the 17. Actually, it has to go below the 17 in order to respect this corrective structure. And then is where we can start looking for prices to move higher. Now, if you ask me for the interest rate decision, well, I'll be honest, I'm not really seeing this to have an effect on the Mexican peso as much in the medium term. Short term, definitely. So tonight, I will be expecting to see some good moves on the Mexican peso. However, look at this downside over here. The potential down is quite possible at 18.56, quite close to the current price, okay? So in case we get a strong move, we're gonna see a new fresh low.